Hi everyone, this is Alex from Alexandra's Hypnotherapy. Today I'm going to talk about the 10 benefits of past life regression therapy. So be sure to stick around until the end when I talk about the most valuable benefit of past life regression therapy. And go ahead and hit the subscribe button so I can create more videos on this topic. The first benefit of past life regression therapy is that we can go back and heal trauma from your past lives. I had a client who was an overprotective husband and parent. He regressed to America in the early 1800s. The wagon he and his family were traveling in was attacked and his entire family was killed. He realized that this is why he was so overprotective. When I regressed him to life in between lives, he was able to reconnect with his family and realized our souls are immortal. He has given his family much more freedom and his relationships with them have greatly improved. The second benefit to past life regression therapy is that we can heal ancestral trauma. Ancestral trauma can be passed down from a mother's or father's side of the family. There is a famous mice study that demonstrates how a father's fears can be passed down to his offspring. During our past life regression session, we can go back and pinpoint the exact relative that experienced this trauma. We can send healing and loving energy to that relative and then heal the whole ancestral line up through you and your children. Is there a particular relationship that you would like to know more about? Past life regression therapy will allow us to look at your relationships, your soul reincarnation group, and your karma. I had a client come to me with a very toxic relationship with her boss. Under hypnosis, we found out in a past life in England during the 1800s, her boss was her husband. She left him and their children and ran off with another man to start a new life in America. He was brokenhearted and never got over it. Upon this realization, she started to be incredibly kind and gracious to her boss, and eventually they developed a very strong and warm working relationship. Have you made any contracts in a previous life that might be holding you back in this life? Clients often come to me because they want to find a life partner. Many of my clients have been hurt by a lover or lost a loved one in a past life and swore off love forever. Because that contract is no longer serving you for your greatest good in this life, we are able to break the contract to clear space for a loving relationship in this life. Number 5. Do you have issues with money? I had a client that had issues with lack of money. During a regression, my client recalled a past life in which he was incredibly wealthy. He built a grand country estate for his wife and family. When my client left the country to travel to the city for business, his family was robbed and killed. He blamed his wealth. During the regression, he realized that it was not the money that killed the family, and renouncing money forever would not benefit him in this lifetime. His financial situation greatly improved after the past life regression. Number 6, health. Unresolved trauma can manifest as chronic illness and disease. During a regression with a client, she recalled 2 lives in which she was killed by a weapon to her heart. After she came out of hypnosis, she told me that she had a heart issue and that her chest did not feel as constricted and tight. About a month later, she had informed me that her heart issues had almost completely healed. Dr. Ian Stevenson has done a ton of research on the possibility that birth defects and birthmarks might mark the spot where an injury was sustained in a past life. Number 7, phobias. In his book, Many Lives, Many Masters, Dr. Brian Weiss details his patient Catherine's phobia of gagging and choking. After about a year of traditional therapy, Catherine's symptoms were getting worse. He regressed her back 4,000 years ago to an ancient Near Eastern lifetime in which she drowned. Dr. Weiss was incredibly skeptical, but as she finished her past life regression therapy, her phobias had disappeared completely. Number 8, life in between lives. In Dr. Michael Newton's book, Journey of Souls, he details life in between lives, which is essentially a school for the souls. Dr. Newton describes the levels of souls and the associated colors that change as the soul gets more enlightened. You can also learn what goes into your decision to reincarnate on Earth. This is where you get reunited with loved ones and your soul's reincarnation group. Number 9, Past Life Regression Therapy can help with grief and fear of death. Many of my clients have had extreme grief over the loss of a loved one. Some clients have a fear of death. After PLR therapy, their grief and fear dissipate once they realize we are immortal souls. Clients find solace after being reunited with their loved ones in life in between lives. And the number one most important thing that you can learn from past life regression therapy is, where are you in your soul's evolution? What is your purpose for this reincarnation? In addition, don't you want to know why you are here and what you are supposed to accomplish? This is invaluable information that can help you speed up your soul's enlightenment. I hope that this answers all of your questions about past life regression therapy. DM me today to start your past life regression therapy journey.